Ho ho ho, it's 8 PM. I'm Tall Santa and we have a cracking Monday night golf night Christmas special for you. Now, I would love to finish the year with 1,000 subscribers, so if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting for? Tonight, we are recapping the year, and what a year it has been. My first full year on YouTube with our trials and tribulations. It has been a learning curve for sure. But we had lots of fun and are continuing to 2025, you lucky people. Hopefully we will continue to grow and offer you the viewer a unique experience. That brings us on to tonight's first giveaway and bringing back a familiar favourite. If you would love to play full Simulator 18 with me at the Golf Shack with some drinks, then make sure you subscribe and drop Simulator 18 in the comments. Last year, Simon was our winner. We had a blast playing Pebble Beach. Sadly, the video didn't quite reflect the night we had. Please remember, you must be 18 years or older, but if you are younger and would like to win for mum, dad, granddad, auntie, uncle, Bingo the dog, feel free. We will have more giveaways as the show continues, but for now, let's travel back to the start of the year. The Century Tournament of Champions. Normally I enjoy this tournament, but since they changed the requirements, to me it's lost its magic. You always had to have won the previous year to be eligible, and the limited field made for really easy viewing in that new year. You're still wondering what day it is, but it worked. And you respected that it had to have an entry criteria. Now, they let all sorts in, and to me, it's lost the tradition. That follows the Sony Open takes place the week after, and I enjoy watching the highlights due to the time differences and obviously work commitments here in the UK. The PGA Tour then moves to the West Coast Swing and the Amex. This is normally a case of who can shoot the lowest, and although it receives criticism for being too easy, I actually like it. It's very simple. You have to play attacking golf, and this year Nick Dunlap won as an amateur. Brilliant for the game and the next generation coming through. Well played, Nick. Setting aside the tours for the moment, manufacturers seem to be launching products fast and furiously with various names involved. I managed to get hold of a few new products fairly quickly, and a massive thank you to Tom at Whitefield and Ryan at the Golf Shack for allowing me to borrow the clubs to review. If you haven't already, go check the videos out. But I was both surprised and disappointed with the equipment. The QI10 from TaylorMade. Tom lent me all three models, and to me the basic model was by far the best. It just performed really well. Check the video out. Ryan very kindly lent me the Callaway I Smoke, and I didn't see much difference with the previous year's Paradigm. Really didn't. Ryan also lent me the Cobra Dark Speed. I absolutely love this driver. It was not the longest, but it was certainly the most forgiving. Then we moved to the Farmers Insurance and Torrey Pines. This for me is when the season starts. A great course. Although it's played over two courses on Thursday and Friday, the championship course takes precedent at the weekend. Always great golf played. Over on the DP World Tour, we saw the new Dubai Invitational and a shootout between Rory and Tommy Fleetwood, with Tommy coming out victorious. I think a lot of people thought this would be a catalyst for Tommy to go and have a great season, but as they say, the cream rises to the top and Rory bounced back to win the Dubai Classic. That is one course I would love to go and play. The 18th Lawn, a brilliant finishing par 5. Might have to go on my Santa's wish list, that. The season was now well underway and the Waste Management in Phoenix has become a little sideshow and event now. It always gets great support and record crowds, but recent tournaments have been made with drunks. I'm all for people enjoying themselves, but there has to be a line, please. This year, I believe, or next year, shall we say, I believe they've put criteria in. The Genesis Open at Riviera, again, a great event that has been ruined with a limited field. The course alone has stood the test of time, and one of the greatest, hardest, shortest par 4s in the world, the 10th. Every year, it's brilliant to watch pros. Just out of position, they struggle. February also saw Live Golf started up with back-to-back events and its new star signing team. Legion 13, captained by John Rahm, and including Terrell Hatton. Mayakoba was first up, with Legion 13 winning the team prize, and a playoff between Wacko Neiman and Sergio Garcia. Neiman came out on top, was playing some very good golf, but his constant whining, about not being eligible for majors was a drag. Las Vegas was the second event, and Smash GC captain by Brooks Koepka came out on top with a 7-shot lead. Forgotten man Dustin Johnson came out on top in the singles. To finish February off on a personal note, my little lad James was born and I became a dad of 2. My life became over. In case you missed earlier, if you'd like to play 18 holes on a simulator with drinks, don't forget to comment Simulator 18 below and click that subscribe button. Into March, sticking with Liv and another 2 events, Jeddah and Hong Kong. Wacko Neiman continued his fine form, winning by 4 in Jeddah, and Abraham Answer won in Hong Kong from Paul Casey and Cam Smith. Paul Casey really is the forgotten man and a blast from the past. The big surprise though from both events was the team winners. Crushers GC captain by probably the most famous golfer on the planet right now, Bryson DeChambeau. I enjoy March for the traditional tournament and homage to the great Arnold Palmer, and his invitational at Bay Hill is always a great watch. With the new schedule though, that is not actually a new schedule, it's an old schedule. For those of us old enough to remember, the Players now back in March, and what a great venue TPC Sawgrass is. But sadly, it hit the headlines for the wrong reasons. The price of a green fee rocketed to almost $1,000. And this seems to have set a trend, and sadly golf is starting to price itself out the game again. I just don't get it, I really don't. April. We all know what this month means, especially here in the UK. Although we were still underwater and requiring scuba gear, Augusta delivered. It was a fantastic Masters and Scotty claimed his second green jacket. Liv visited Doral at the start of the month, and what a venue that is. For years it held the WGC, and it was great to see Dean Burmester emerge victorious, but it was the second playoff loss for Sergio. End of the month and it was Liv Adelaide, the showstopper event with the watering hole and the fact it sells out in record time. Brendan Steele emerged victorious in the singles, but the team event went to a playoff with 2 teams tying at 53 under par. That is unbelievable golf. With Ripper GC came out on top in their own backyard. Into May. The UK majority of us were going through metamorphosis from ducks to golfers as the weather eased and courses came fully open. A massive appreciation to all the greenkeepers out there who worked tirelessly to get the courses up to standard. It was no easy feat, especially with members who paid good money for no golf, and boy did they let us know about it. I was very lucky that we managed to get out and get some course filming done. This allowed me to launch our series, The Unknown. Very simple concept that I travel to courses I've never played before with the aim of shooting level par. I thought it would be a good test of my game, help me appreciate the game a little more. Having been injured the previous summer and playing limited rounds, I was eager to enjoy the game. Sadly, my game required a lot more work than anticipated. But if you want to giggle, go give it a watch. There was moments of brilliance. It also made me appreciate how many great tracks there are just around Manchester, and we still have more to play. Fingers crossed this year. If you have a course you would like to see me play, drop it below, let us know. I'll do my best next year to come out firing. There were some fantastic venues and cracking scenery, courses I did not know the exact location of and I actually driven past many times. A massive thank you to the majority of the clubs that allowed me on to film. If you were to ask me my favourite, I think Worsley Golf Club is definitely up there. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Hullsworth stands out though in my mind, and getting around through conversations on social media totally blew my mind. And what a great course. We had Northern that I had scheduled in May and the rain washed us out. The pro worked with me and managed to get there in July. It was a shame there were some selfish members that didn't let me through, but it definitely had some good character, did Northern, and I would definitely go back. Enough of me and back to the big boys. The PGA Championship took place It was brilliant to see Xander Schauffele finally get over the line. Anyone who's watched Monday Night Golf Night will know I thought Xander was overhyped and hadn't really done enough to deserve being on that pedestal. But it was nice to see him get the W and earn some of that praise. He did play some great golf. I think we just need to appreciate this month for many reasons. The US Open was brilliant for many reasons. The calibre of player fighting for the title, the crowd involvement, the bunker shot to set up the winning putt, the missed putts that would have ended a 10-year major drought. It had it all. Bryson claimed his second major and it was thoroughly deserved. He then played with the president-elect and broke the internet. The lad came full circle after many years being berated and not helping himself. Right. It's time for our second giveaway, caddying. If you would like me to caddy for you, then drop caddy24 in the comments and make sure you hit that subscribe. Last year, I went out with Paul at his club. We had a blast. It was a shame the course was frozen on top and soaked underneath, but Paul absolutely loved it, and I thoroughly enjoyed seeing a different perspective to the game and offering my own input to help him out. Check the video out for yourself, and remember, you can't win if you don't enter. You can enter both giveaways. Who knows? You may win both. July. British summer at its finest, especially in Scotland and Troon. Before we get on to the big one, the Scottish Open and redemption for Bobby Mack after Rory snatched victory last year with that under 2 iron. God got a very dubious drop, reminds me of a certain Mr. Laverty, but he capitalised and won his home nation's Open. On to the Open Championship, last time at Troon, probably one of the greatest Opens ever, if not the greatest. Henrik Stenson and Phil Mickelson battled out all week and the scoring suggested they played an entirely different course to the rest. This year we didn't have the same calibre of play, but we did have an extremely open contest with Mother Nature playing her part all week. Earlier in the week it was gorgeous sunshine and clear skies. By Saturday, it was like doomsday. The final groups on Saturday definitely got the worst of the weather, with not only rain, but cold winds. It was joyous though, watching the best players hit fairway woods and drives at a par 3. Especially for us mere mortals, in the warmth of our own homes. Oh! Unfortunately, August was a massive disappointment for me. I had several rounds of golf lined up to film and several collaborations ready. I came down with an intestinal infection that did hospitalise me. The last episode of The Unknown from the Summer though drops Friday the 27th. You're not going to want to miss it. The upside that would being ill is the amount of TV I could watch and the Olympics with Scotty taking gold and Lydia Ko completing her collection of medals. I was extremely annoyed though with the lack of coverage. I hope they get that sorted in the future because it drove me mad. I wanted to watch it, especially around Le Golf National in France. It's a great venue. You just couldn't watch it for the first couple of days. Scotty though didn't just stop in Paris, he went on to win the FedEx Cup. The format of him, or the leader starting 10 under with a 2-shot lead, did cause some controversy. I think the leader should have some advantage for playing well all season, otherwise it loses its importance. So to me, I don't know. September. The PGA Tour takes a backseat and the DP World Tour comes to fruition, and it was glorious. The British Masters hosted by Sir Nick Faldo, the Omega Masters in Switzerland, the Irish Open and the PGA Championship at Wentworth did not disappoint. Stellar fields and great golf showcased what Europe has to offer. Nicholas Norgard kicked things off winning the British Masters. Matt Wallace won in a playoff in Switzerland. Rasmus Højgaard claimed victory in Ireland, charging through the field and gazumping Rory. Again though, Rory bounced back at Wentworth. But this time didn't manage to get the victory as Billy Horschel hold a monster eagle putt to claim the victory. I'm still undecided with Wentworth. I'm not sure if the changes they've made actually have made it better or worse. I am still undecided. October, the winter started to creep in here in the UK, but we launched our new golf series, the Retro Golf Show. Make sure to check it out. I'm reviewing clubs that are 10 years old or older and having a blast down memory lane. If you have any clubs you would like to see reviewed, let us know. I'll see what I can do. We've got a lot of videos lined up though, so you've got to be quick. Of course, we had the Alfred Dunhill, was enjoyable with celebrities playing their part. It was great to see Nicholas Colsaert show some good form. But Tyrrell Hatton claimed a one-shot victory, shooting a 61 in the Saturday. The guy is quite good. He's also very entertaining to watch. I do like our Tyrrell. November. The meaty end of the season now with players jostling and playing to keep their cards. I actually think this is great stuff and thoroughly enjoy watching players battling out. However, the limited field events to me are ruining it for the guys who grind and battle. The PGA Tour was always top 125, got you into all events, and it created the Cinderella stories at tournaments. And the new signature events to me have ruined that with only top 170 being eligible. I think of the Players' Championship and a full 156-man field gave it credibility and stories within stories. Hopefully they'll change this going forward. I don't like these limited field events. The DP World Tour continues to be a feeder tour with the top 10 gaining a PGA card, but talks with PIF did seem to emerge, so I'm quite excited to see where that goes. November and a new slot for the Abu Dhabi Championship. I feel since this moved courses, it hasn't been the same. The old course with the Big Eagle Clubhouse, it were brilliant. It give it feature, it give it drama. It just doesn't seem to replicate it on the new track. Took nothing away though from Paul Waring, who plays phenomenal golf and took a 2-shot victory. The DP World Championship was the week after, and the last definitely splits opinion, with some people loving it and others absolutely hating it. I don't think Rory minded though, as he claimed a 2-shot victory and another race to the Dubai title. If you've just joined us or have skipped, you naughty person, we have 2 giveaways going. If you would like to play 18 holes on a simulator with me at the Golf Shack, comment Simulator 18 below. If you'd like me to caddy for you, drop caddy 24 in the comments. I will draw out the winners, let you know. December, the main month, and it seems a lot's going on. This last week has been announced that Team USA will be paying its players for the Ryder Cup. I think this is absolutely disgusting and can't believe it has happened, especially if you're American. You're playing for your country. To me, there's no greater honour than representing your country. It's just absolutely disgusting. I know some it's going to charity. It's just wrong. I know I've spoken very little about the women's game, and I'm still a little shocked by what has gone on, but I do want to give some mentions. Nelly Corda winning 7 times is unbelievable, but my frustrations are that she has amassed 14 million, which is not to be sniffed at, but Jay Monahan, who's won nothing, has got 23 million. To me, this is a big problem in the game and it needs sorting. Secondly, Lexi Thompson retiring at not even 30 years old. It's extremely sad. She's had her fair share of controversy and unfair decisions, but to see one stepping away from the game at such an age, it's just madness. It's absolute madness. Let's finish on a high though. Please make sure you subscribe and help me reach 1,000 subscribers for the end of the year. Don't forget to enter our giveaways. And lastly, I wish you and yours a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good night.